What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another account progression video. Alright, so it's time to get another tier 2, and as you can see, we are going to be getting Ghost Rider to tier 2. So I've been wanting to tier 2 Ghost Rider for a while now, but never really got around to it, so we're going to go ahead and do that today, and he is one of the discounted tier 2s, so of course we get to save some materials by tier 2ing him, well, compared to if we were going to tier 2 someone else. So let's go ahead and take a look at him before we do that. For his skills, none of them really need to be leveled up because you don't get any kind of bonus effects or increased stacks from leveling up his skills because we don't have any all attack increase speed or anything like that. They're all pretty basic in terms of what these skills actually do. For the Isolate set, we have I Am Also Groot. Get a nice little heal on him. I do kind of want a defensive set on him, so I Am Also Groot gives him a heal and a little bit of damage as well with the all attack and all of those kind of offensive stats. But I think DDE would be better on him because that HP shield is just a little bit better than the heal and maybe a little more reliable. But I Am Also Groot is what I happen to roll, and I don't really feel like wasting more gold right now trying to re-roll the set because I've been having kind of bad luck with that, so I'm going to save my gold for now, but in the future I may re-roll this to DDE if I start using Ghost Rider more. For the Obelisk here, we do have a fire damage invincibility, so again, I like having invincibility on him, just make him that much tougher to kill, and because he has good survivability, but you still probably want to go with the invincibility here because a lot of his skills, well, they are short to animate. They do keep them rooted in place for some of the longer animations, like on the second and the fifth skill. The fourth skill has a long animation as well. The other skills are a bit shorter, but none of them have iframes, so you're pretty much relying on the immune to damage on the second skill. And what is with all the trucks that are driving by right now? I don't know if that's picking up in the audio, but we had like 3 UPS trucks. We had we had a UPS and we had a FedEx, and I saw the Amazon truck driving by as well. So apparently everyone is doing the rounds right now. But anyway, back to Ghost Rider here. That's why I like having invincibility on him because he still does need that help in survivability. But the short skill cooldown on his second skill makes it so he can keep that invincibility up for most of the fight, basically, and if the enemies can be snared, then of course your fifth skill will kind of cover that downtime, and then you can kind of just keep them stun locked with the regular use of his other skills. So in Shadowlands, he's really good, and you don't necessarily need this invincibility, but if you wanted to make him a little bit better for World Boss Ultimate, World Boss, or even PvP, I definitely think invincibility is going to be a little bit better for him. And because Ghost Rider is not a character I use a ton, I decided I'm just going to give him invincibility. Alright, that's just the uniform. So now let's go ahead and get around to tier 2ing him. So as you can see, he is the discounted 75 bios, 150 Nordstones, 400 BAM, and 500 Chaos Nordstones. So let's go ahead and tier 2 him. Boom, there we go. Alright, Ghost Rider at tier 2, Repentance. Yep, alright. So let's see, his tier 2 is going to give him an increase to skill damage 12% and bonus damage by 10%, so very low for those regular damage increase for his skill and bonus damage. But then he receives a decrease to damage from the supervillain types by 20%, which is pretty nice, help him survive a little bit better in World Boss. And then, of course, right here, the increased damage dealt to supervillains is crazy, 120%. So that is a massive increase, and definitely something that Ghost Rider does need, because his damage is nice if you can kind of like burn or dot effect the enemy with your pools of flame and that kind of stuff and keep them locked down. He can do decent damage, but he definitely needs this boost right here. So definitely against supervillains, he's going to be a lot more viable with this tier 2 here. And then also, since he is a universal type, he's going to help me in World Boss Ultimate anyway, just by helping to increase my raid, well, not my raid level, but increase my valor so that we can make the world bosses a little bit easier so I could keep pushing the stages. So that's why I do like tier 2ing universal characters right now. But anyway, now that we have him freshly tier 2, let's go ahead and try him out a little bit and get some gameplay going. Alright, and we are back. So we're at floor 24 for Shadowland here, and we have the fire type attacks have an advantage stage. So we have Agent Venom, and Carnage. And we're going to try out Ghost Rider here. I'm not really sure how well it's going to go because these guys have a lot of iframes, and they also seem to stun you a lot as well. So we'll see how this goes. We have Red Hulk for the leadership, 6% increase to fire damage, and then we also have Robbie Reyes just for the team up bonus, and also because I want to use 3 characters so that I can get the additional bonus for clearing the stage. Alright, so only Carnage is a villain, so we're only going to see probably majority of our damage on Carnage, but hopefully we'll still see some nice damage here overall. And there we go, getting stunned right away. Yeah, we're just getting stunned a lot here. Alright, well, yeah, the stunning is strong with them, but we got Carnage about halfway down. These guys are just so annoying to deal with. Can you guys just, like, chill for a second? Alright, well, Robbie Reyes can usually handle this stage on his own anyway, just because he has enough iframes to deal with these two anyway, so I guess we'll just finish it off with Robbie here. But anyway, Ghost Rider was doing pretty decent damage there. He still needs to get like another uniform or something, because he's a little outdated in terms of like the current characters and the meta right now, but he's still able to hold his own for the most part if you play him on manual, because his second skill has a pretty short cooldown, so you can get that immunity up quite often. But you do still have to be careful. Oh, Carnage is still... Okay, there we go, Carnage. Thought he was going to stun me there. But anyway, you can still do pretty well with him just because you can keep that immune to damage up for most of the time. But as you can see, there's about 1.5 seconds of downtime, and that is more than enough time for Carnage and Agent Venom here to stun him. So definitely makes it a little more tricky for Ghost Rider. But, I don't know, overall, I'm happy to have him at Tier 2. He's a discounted Tier 2. He's a universal character, so that gives me that extra valor. He does have some use. That 120% against supervillains is pretty nice. You can kind of tailor that for Alliance Conquest if you want. Have that invincibility obelisk on him. You see a team that has like all villains on it or something. You could throw a Ghost Rider in there. You know you're going to get some good burst damage. But besides that, he's... I don't know, not extremely useful right now, but he's still pretty good. So happy to add him to my roster. And yeah, that's just going to be my thoughts on Tier 2 Ghost Rider here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.